Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2020 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of August, and this reading is for the air sign of our twins, Gemini. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all safe and well and healthy, and as always staying as mentally and emotionally grounded as is possible in the year we're living through. Thanks for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your support, feedback, comments, donations, everything that you do and continue to do and have done in support of this channel. It all helps and it's very appreciated. Thank you so much. So yes, this reading is for Gemini for the last 2 weeks of August. That's Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. If your Venus is in Gemini, if you're cross-watching for another Gemini, it's all relevant and it all applies. But of course, everyone has different things going on in their lives. So general readings always resonate a little differently. Watch all of your signs if you know them, if you can, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, because they can all give different bits of insight and perspective into what's going on in your life. If you find that this reading or any of the readings resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information, take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow that pulls down information. You'll see my email address, contact details there. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I can usually respond with more information within the same day or the first 24 hours. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule and mine to get readings set up in as timely a fashion as possible. So email me if you're interested. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I would be delighted to hear from you. All right, let's get right into this. Gemini, our twins. What does the last 2 weeks of August have for you? I'm currently using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Gemini, we begin with the Hermit, followed by the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Swords, from the bottom of the deck. Overall energy for the last half of August is the Hanging Man. So you're not taking direct action on something. You're probably watching something playing out, gaining more information while you're doing that, maybe getting more information, a different perspective while you're watching something play out, not taking active decisions, not taking any action or making any specific definitive decisions at this time. You might not be able to act right now, or you might have just made the decision to hold back because you don't have all the information yet. Typically, the Hanging Man is hanging there, not taking action, because while it might be an uncomfortable position to be in, he's watching something play out and gaining more information and perspective at that time. Let's clarify that Hanging Man before we move on. The Five of Wands. So there's some kind of conflict going on. Now this might be internal conflict within yourself, and you're just kind of watching a situation play out or waiting a situation out. So this might be internal conflict. It might also be external conflict, or a combination of those. It might be conflict. You might be actually watching something playing out with a group of people. It might be at work. It might be within your family system or social circle. The Five of Wands represents kind of circular conflict or circular arguments, or fighting over the same thing over and over again, going over the same thing, never having a resolution. Nobody's out to kill each other here. They're sparring. They're only using practice weapons. But everybody wants to win. Nobody's willing to back down or elevate themselves or remove themselves from the conflict, regardless of what it is. So there's some kind of conflict, internal, external, maybe a combination of those playing out. You're not taking any decisive action just yet because you're watching things play out. Again, if this is internal, conflict. You're still in the process of kind of turning things over in your head. You know, I want to break that down just a little bit more. I don't know why, I just feel compelled to. What is this conflict about? Internal or external, what is this conflict about? The Star, let's see what's behind that. And the Chariot, two major arcana cards. This is renewed hope, faith, and optimism, trusting in the path that you're on. It's one of the wish fulfillment cards, but it's having faith that as long as you devote yourself completely to the path that you're on, that you will be rewarded, that you will reach your place of joy and fulfillment, trusting in God's Spirit, your angels and guides to meet you and match you on this path and your efforts. The Chariot is a card that represents success through determination, perseverance, fortitude, willpower, winning because you refuse to give up no matter how much you get knocked down. It's about staying focused on your goals, not losing momentum. This is a card that represents winning after great challenges or reaching the end of a very difficult path because you refuse to give up. Determination, fortitude, perseverance, and a renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism. So it feels like whether this conflict is just internal for you, Gemini, or whether it also involves people, you know, conflict in an external way or some combination of both of those. It looks like the conflict is either a voice inside yourself and perhaps external voices, you know, maybe trying to, it feels like self-doubt. It feels like perhaps you're wondering if you're on the right path. You're wondering if you're headed in the right direction. You might be being told both by internal messages or from, you know, people around you that you're not doing the right thing, that you haven't made the right choices, or you're not on the right path or right trajectory. And the challenge with the Star and the Chariot is persevering and having the faith and hope to persevere through the challenges that are on the path that you're on. You know, so the challenge is basically in confidence and assurance that you've made the right decisions, that you're on the right path, that what you want is indeed realizable and you're able to manifest it. But it feels like you may be in this place where your own internal messages or perhaps other internal messages or situations are causing you to doubt that. You know, is this really worth pushing through? So then we have the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles. The Hermit is somebody who, at least for a time, walks a very solitary path. They may be retreating temporarily from a social environment or the day-to-day distractions of, you know, the minutiae of life in order to meditate, contemplate, draw upon their own life experience to gain wisdom to see them through a path and find clarity. The clarifying card for that is the Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning. And likely because it's earth energy with pentacles, a new beginning that will make a difference in the practical, physical structure of your life, because pentacles usually represents the physical, finances, material things, what is in our life that makes us feel safe and stable and solid, gives us a sense of continuity, the efforts we put into attaining those things and relationships that make us feel rooted. So the Ace of Pentacles can be moving, relocating, getting a new job, starting a new project, a new home. Let's clarify that Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So there's a new idea, a new epiphany, kind of seeing something in a new light and getting a new idea that could perhaps give you space to make a decision that's going to create a healthier reality for yourself. Kind of the light bulb going off over your head. So some of you may be part of a group situation. Some of you may be part of some kind of group situation, whether it's at work or whether it's social or, maybe even family dynamics where there's a lot of conflict going on. Some of you may just be kind of pulling out of that circle and kind of going off on your own path and doing your own thing because you're focused on some kind of start, some kind of new beginning or some kind of new opportunity. It might even be start a new project of some kind. Maybe you're starting up your own YouTube channel or writing a book or starting your own business, something like that. You have your own idea on how to begin this and how to accomplish this. It looks like you're getting flack, that you're again, whether it's internal or external, the messages are that, maybe it's that you should wait. Maybe this isn't the right time, or, I don't think that's very practical. Again, whether they're internal messages or external or a combination of both. I feel like you make the decision to kind of maybe go your own way and follow your own intuition, follow your own life experience, because you have something very clearly that you're starting off on. You have your own clear idea on how to do that. And I feel like you're kind of breaking away from this, the negative messages and kind of negative tapes that are playing out that, it's too hard, you can't do it, etc. And you're moving forward with it anyway. So next we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. Contemplation, reflection, taking stock, taking inventory, trying to figure out how you can finish growing this crop from a 7 to a 10. Do I need to adjust? Do I need to make changes? Where have I invested my efforts, time, money, love, etc.? What have I gotten back for that? Is it measurable? Should I continue? Should I make changes? Should I take what I have and then leave? And it's right next to the Hermit. So this is kind of like reflection energy on this new path, this new start, this new project or prospect. What clarifies the Seven of Pentacles is the Knight of Swords. I heard a reader once refer to this as kind of like the tarot mailman, because the knights usually represent an offer or an opportunity. They're the deliverers, the protectors, the guardians of the tarot. They have a mission and a quest, something to fulfill. The Knight of Swords is the Knight of Air, the Knight of Information, so he has something to deliver, not just a message, it's the information, the action and the information, and he's pretty fast moving. So you may be taking a look at an offer or an opportunity which has come to you during this time frame. I feel like for some of you, you've gotten some inspiration on the beginning of something new. There may be an offer or an opportunity connected to that coming in, and you may be in the midst of trying to figure out, should I take it? Should I take advantage of this? What would I have to invest in it, etc. Yeah, it kind of altogether feels like there's this new start or new opportunity in front of you. Again, it's a general reading. It could be a new anything. It could be, a new anything. Moving, relocating, a job, a project, starting something of your own, which you are hoping holds the potential for long-term stability and security, because that's what we're always hoping and working for when we begin with the Ace of Pentacles. We want it to progress to the Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability. You have an idea. Maybe something or someone has come in that's offered you kind of a different perspective, and you're trying to take a look at how to navigate that. Should I invest in it? If so, how much, etc., etc. For some of you also, Gemini, it feels like you have already begun something. You're in the process of beginning something. You're already starting. And some of you are also trying to figure out how to put it out there, or how to take it out there, how to take it to the next level, or how to present it somehow. Interesting. I feel like the basic thing you're trying to figure out here, Gemini, is if you are on the right path, because it feels like you're really trying to separate yourself from the conflict. I mean, you're keeping an eye on it, but it might cause a little bit of doubt as to whether or not the path in front of you to achieve what you want is realistic or practical. And you're doing some investigative work and maybe looking at an offer or an opportunity, trying to weigh what you've invested, should you continue, etc. If you're on the right path, basically. So I'm clarifying the Knight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. If there's information that's coming in, an offer, an opportunity based on information coming in, it's being presented by God, Spirit, your angels, and guides, divine timing and orchestration, and something which could heavily work in your favor. We have the Three of Wands and the Six of Wands right after that. Yeah. Whatever this opportunity is, or this new direction that you could take, it will lead to your victory. It will lead to not only the beginning stages of seeing your efforts pay off, but ultimate victory and success after a challenge, after a battle, after a struggle. We already know that with the Chariot. The Chariot is winning, but it's a hard road. That's what makes it so worth it at the end. It's also a card of public recognition. So whatever this is that whatever this Ace of Pentacles represents for you, Gemini, this new beginning, this new idea, this new project, something, it feels very much like you're on the right path, that whatever information and opportunities are being brought to you is divinely led, which means you can do what you want, but when the Wheel of Fortune brings you something, I vote yes, kind of take it. So, the other thing I'm getting, Gemini, is it might be this conflict with some other people that may be causing you to stop for a minute. It may be causing you to delay something. For those Geminis, it feels like you just kind of break off and go do your own thing, and that looks like it might be what's needed to accomplish what you really want to accomplish. Because nobody's really getting anywhere with the Five of Wands. They just keep going around and around and around. No winners, no losers, but no resolution, no success either. Just keeps going around and around and around because it's sparring. And the Hanging Man. So for some of you, it might be that this is why you're in the Hanging Man position, because of this conflict. You're watching this play out over and over and over again. And it's causing frustration and maybe self-doubt. And I think that you just need to break away from this conflict, or from whatever the source of this conflict is, to go your own path, to go your own way, with the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles. You have an idea, you have the start, you have the idea, some new perspective, information is coming in. It's divinely timed and divinely led, and so I'd vote a big yes for taking it and moving forward and investing in it. So, Gemini, that is your reading for the last half of August. I hope you found it useful and helpful. If this reading resonated with you, or if any of them do, and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information, just click on that description link below, click on that little arrow, email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September general readings. Stay safe and well until then. Many blessings, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.